Hello, hello, Saggy Joe. So, I didn't think I would be commenting about this. What a way to end the year. We have the honey scam, the Counter Strike scam that Coffee Silva's been exposing. Um, what the hell did I talk about yesterday? I don't even know. And now Cody Ko responds to the lovely allegations. Video by Diesel Patches, by the way. So give it a watch. It's just a 3 minute video. So let's see what's up after the
Fresh, head to toe, I'm feeling fresh. Let them know I'm here to flex. I'm feeling fresh.
I hate watching ads, but it's for the life here.
So, Cody Ko left the internet a while ago after a troubling accusation about him and a 17-year-old
By the way, if you did not know, the allegations is that Cody Ko, it has to do with, I forget her name, Tana Mojo. So Tana Mojo, when she was still underage, had relations with this lovely, YouTube's golden boy, Cody Ko, and it's caused a lot of drama, especially in the middle of the year. I think that's when it was first released. It was sometime during the summer, I think, and then Noah Miller had to, they had to step separate ways. I don't think that really resolved anything, but now Cody Ko has actually responded because usually you just ignore all this stuff and hope it goes away. But allegations like this, especially assault or CP, any kind of like CP or minor, anything that was minors, those kinds of allegations, they kind of just stick with you. So let's see how this goes.
and a mongoose coming into light. He responded by staying silent for 6 months until now. Yes, Cody has finally made a response video. Not on his main channel, not even on his second channel, but on his third channel. And instead of making the response its own video, he included it as a segment in a totally unrelated video. Yeah, this is a common tactic used by influencers when they ruin their image online. Upload a response video on a less popular channel within another video so not everyone sees it, but the dick rider part of the fan base can point to the fact that their favorite YouTuber did in fact respond. And as we know, that...
Sorry, I'm reacting live to this on Diesel Patch's video, and I don't want to play too much of his content. If you want to watch more of his content, fantastic content, by the way, watch it on his channel. I'm just gonna skip to like a minute 29. Let's just see what Cody Ko has to say about everything. So that video that I saw on the YouTube search, that was it. So it's part of a larger YouTube video on his like small YouTube channel called like Cody Trains or something. I didn't even think that was him. Let's see how this goes.
That whole time, and I also understand if your opinion of me has potentially changed over the last few months.
And why is that? I'm gonna take a wild guess that
I kind of just want let's I don't want to take too much of his content, so let's go back to
The
this.
first half of my career, criticizing people and judging people online. So, I don't begrudge your judgment of me by any means.
Yep, I'm not surprised. This is the perfect opportunity for Cody to give a vacuous
Let's just skip and maybe see if there's anything more of the meat potatoes that we can say. So basically, it's kind of just like he doesn't. And then
most of them are positive.
I just think all I can do right now moving forward is just try to be the best person I can be for myself and for my family, and just try to continue putting the best shit out there that I can. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you stick around to watch it, I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
So it's a whole lot of nothing. Honestly, it's you can't really address allegations directly, because if you do, then it's a sign of guilt, especially in the court of law. So anytime that you acknowledge that you did something wrong, especially if it's something like this, which is like highly illegal, it would be very wrong of you to kind of just. It would be very wrong of you to just kind of go through everything and just admit that you're at fault. You can't, because that puts you more liability, puts you in jail. And even though people want him to address the allegations, the fact is you're just not going to get the specific allegations addressed. He's addressing sort of like the internet clout, the internet drama that's happened, that's occurred, and he's basically saying, look, I messed up, and hopefully I can be a better person. He's has a family now. His wife was attacked for quite a while for sticking with Cody Ko, but honestly, it's hard, right? Because uh, you could ask the wife. You can see the Tana Mojo, all that stuff, sort of like in the light that she's trying to really put down Cody Ko, and then you want to be like the fight. You want to fight against her. Say, hey, he's been a great guy to me at the very least, and we have a kid, so I really don't want to think about this right now. And then getting harassed online, honestly, would probably have the opposite effect. Instead of her probably believing or rolling with the facts or the allegations, it probably just turned her off from everything because she probably got like a lot of online bullying. Honestly, those kinds of tactics always backfire. It never works out in the way. But from what I gauge from Diesel Patch's video, it's just a very generic, hey, I messed up. Hopefully we'll see you more in the future if you still want to support me, and I'll try to be the better person. Uh let's see the last segment that Diesel Patches has, and then
Yeah, that's about it. You might as well have just uploaded a random ass video. He responded, or within the substance of the response itself. He says he did something bad. He hopes.
okay, so yeah, so it's really not much. There's not much of anything. And again, if you're gonna want him to really apologize for something, he can't, because that's an admission of guilt, and he can get sued, he can get arrested, he can lose a lot just because he admits that. So it's hard to always address direct allegations that can really give you, like, the court of public opinion is one thing, but the court of law is another thing. So once the law is involved, you have to be very careful what you're gonna be willing to admit. It's akin to like the completionist, sort of like it's oh yeah, that's the guy I talked about yesterday, because he kind of screwed up too. Like the completionist, it's he cannot really say that they willingly or were ignorant about you know the revenue and how they kind of like mismanaged the money the Open Hand Foundation was earning, because again, it's a in the court of law, that's an admission, right? Like, you in the cross examination, you would get asked that, and that's damning proof against you, right? And a lot of times lawyers are never really trying to prove that you are innocent. They're just a lot of times they're trying to gauge reasonable doubt. Like, how can you know this person's this guilty? Like with like utmost certainty. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, I find lawyers are aiming for like reasonable doubt as opposed to anything when trying to defend their clients. And an admission of guilt like this just kind of removes that argument. It's very, very hard to come back from that. So, I understand people's frustrations, and I know that people want him to, directly acknowledge the actual allegations, but he can't. The reality is he can't. He has a family. For better or for worse, he has a responsibility as a father to be there for the child and provide for the child. And if he has this admission of guilt, it's never gonna work out. Of course, he's always gonna have these allegations. He's gonna have to explain to his kid. He's like, hey, I might have had relations, with a woman much younger than your mom or whatever, and it was kind of illegal. So he might have to talk about that. You can argue all you want, and you can kind of like ride his dick all you want, but 1717, and honestly, again, these allegations, you don't just meet a 17-year-old, especially someone like Tana who's in the social media space. It's very likely that they knew of each other a little earlier. So it's very, very very disappointing. It's disappointing to know that this is the scenario. And again, I understand you people want him to acknowledge, the actual allegations. Never gonna happen. Yeah, I think I don't want to have to repeat myself over and over, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's a way to end of the year, because this year has been wild for like YouTube controversies. I swear to God, this year started with that weird guy, the Yandere guy, and then I swear that moved on to like the completionist was somewhere in the middle. There was some guy who was trying to cancel Oompaville. This, and then we've had like random apology videos. A lot of big YouTubers just leaving space. It's been a wild year for the internet. Very very wild year. So right before Christmas, this is a very interesting time to upload this video. Maybe because people on Christmas are usually maybe more giving, more forgiving. It's possible. Who knows? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Comment down below what you guys think. Give Diesel Patch's video a watch. He deserves it. He makes great content, and that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you very much. Later days.